This is Sergio Maravilla Martinez. He's the former unified middleweight champion of the world and a future Hall of Famer.
It'll be ding-ding from first brother off.
So now let's go in.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Buenos Aires, Argentina, here is a unified and sensational middleweight champion of the world, Sergio Maravilla.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Did you feel that energy? Did you hear that beat in the music? If anything's going to get you ready for a fight, it's that.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. Those counter punches have to hurt. Misses with the right uppercut. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on him.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. No rest for the weary. Just missed with that jab. That jab won't score. That counter punch caught him clean. That counter shot lands. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in time.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that made the history of our sport.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Time they drop their guard, they get caught. Catch and shoot. Swing and a miss with that jab. Misses with the straight left. Good counter punching. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. To land that jab. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. How about that time counter shot? Beautiful counter punch. Well done with that counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Alvarez in that last one. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter... Come on. You've let him back in there. Here we go. It's round 2. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot. Jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. exchange punches. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
There's a counter shot. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Good punch. Misses with that uppercut. Good counter punch. Nice counter shot. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They blocked the left there. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Power. That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Perfect counter lands. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. In that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Great work. I love that. I love that. The jab slick. Just keep him on.
Let him get back in. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
Oh, that's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up
On the end of your jab, and then start gathering your pace and win the round back. Take away that confidence. Stop him in his tracks. Now listen, kid, I need you to go back out there.
He's shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go. But you've got to be smart.
Jab back. Just box, be smart, but your shots are
Shit. Just stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
the one round that you've lost. Do not worry about it, kid. Get your
Looking nice. Those 1-2 straight down the middle.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
better than this guy.
Just the same again. Don't change too.
Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Which fighter will say no mas? So much for boxing. This is a fight. A perfect counter shot. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. halfway through the round. I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
Perfect punch. Beautiful counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Alvarez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there.
You getting soft on me?
Here we go to the 4th round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Punch, counter punch. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nice job getting that punch through. It's all offense all the time. Very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now they're going to find out.
Nice counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter punch. Good looking hook, but it was blocked. Good counter punching. Missing with the left hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
but somehow he's still in it.
There's up.
Get your mind back on the draw.
On to the 5th we go. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Nice counter shot. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
He parries away the left uppercut. Exchange punches. Watch the straight left. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym. Every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Can't score with that jab. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. There's a counter shot. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Good counter punching. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think
Forget about that round. Bad round.
On to the 6th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
now he knows he's been hurt, he's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Can't land the jab there. That hook won't score. Always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Martinez forced to step back. He's on wobbly legs. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Being days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. So I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice defense, avoiding the right uppercut. How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute.
There's the bell to start round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things? So he's going to take a knee here and get the mandatory 8 count.
Best thing the fighter did. Otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
8.
And he is forcing him to take a knee.
That's really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
7, 8. Do you believe what we're seeing? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Punch, counter punch. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? These punches coming from every angle. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000. A good body shot will paralyze you, and as you can see here, that's exactly what happened.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you continue?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter shot lands. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. They get 1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was 10 minutes after being dropped twice. Round 8, and we're off again. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Whoa, lights out. It's over. This fight is done. Let's see that again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Listen to me. Are you okay? You're out of there.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory? That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here, I've arrived. Try that again, it will happen all over again.